Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Doctor Who. First off, hey, hooray, we're not using, here, I can even show you, it's still on my desk. We're not using the freaking Game Boy player and some note cards this time around. I got a tripod. It's a very small tripod. It's basically just a desk tripod. I don't really need a huge one right now, but I do need one for the desk while I'm doing Doctor Who and Daggerfall and stuff like that. So hopefully this is a decent angle. I know I'm a little dark right now because honestly all the light is coming from behind me. We're going to work on stuff like that. I'm going to try to figure out best viewing angles and stuff like that. So it's going to be a bit of a test in the coming videos, but yeah. Anywho, last time on Doctor Who, we went back to London in the present day, well, kind of. It was about a year off from the present day, and there was an alien crash landing, and the Doctor got involved. And he realized that the alien that crashed was not actually an alien; it was just a pig, and it was all just a setup. Oh, excuse me. It was all just a setup for these other aliens who eventually revealed themselves at the end of the episode and started attacking the Doctor and all the, like, alien experts that London had gathered. And that was the end of the episode. It was a cliffhanger. So, yeah. So, we're pretty much just going to move on right to the next episode. Like I always say, please don't post any spoilers in the comments. Even if you think you can be clever, just don't. I'll probably figure it out. Other people will probably call you out for it. Just no spoilers at all. It would just make this a lot better. And I totally get it if you're dying for me to react to this one thing and it's like, oh, but this is this and this and this. It's like, let me get there. Let me figure it out on my own as we get there. Even if they explain it like 10 seasons from now, let me get there on my own. So, yeah. I'm probably just going to have to say that every time I do one of these videos. And I feel like the camera is crooked, but at the same time I feel like it's not. No, it's not. Oh, hey. That's a little bit better lighting. Unfortunate. Alright, we'll figure something out. I'll get like a tiny light or something that I can put over here. Maybe I'll get like a lamp. I don't know. We're still figuring things out, but even though we're still figuring out camera angles and lighting and stuff, the thing that we don't have to figure out is how to watch Doctor Who. So, yeah, let's get right to that. Yeah, Doc.
Deadly to humans, maybe.
Oh, ooh. So he didn't even, like, use the sonic screwdriver or something. It was like, ha! Alien! That's cool. I also hit all of them. That's interesting. Doctor's like, I'm getting the crap out of here. How does that thing get into a human skin? That makes no sense. Alright, now it's CG. Now that it's on the move.
I think you'll find the Prime Minister is an alien in disguise. That's never gonna work, is it? No. Fair enough.
Well, I mean, he tried.
Don't stand him against the lid.
The lip. Sonic screwdriver to close it faster, that's funny. But don't you want to keep the control? You have to... You need the skin to keep control. Why is it that door he opened but not kicked down? That's funny. Or she, I guess. So are those devices like speaking things? Like maybe they can't speak naturally?
Happy hunting.
I wonder, does that actually do damage to them, or are they just like, oh no, fire extinguisher? It's not exactly a seamless transition between the practical and the CG, but I get it. You can't get that giant hulking costume to move that fast.
Who's not human?
He's not human.
He's not human,
Can I have a bit?
but he's got a northern accent.
Lots of planets have a north.
I said hush. Come on.
It's just
You've got a
funny.
spaceship hidden in the North Sea.
Thanks.
Now we can end this hunt.
Is she old enough to have a drink? I guess it could be different.
We should run.
Fascinating history.
What are you gonna get
How
in?
do we get out?
Ah.
He's safely content.
So it is interesting that Slovene is just like the family name, not even like a race.
That group captain, Tenant James of the RAF.
Alien.
Know why he's been summoned. We pray for the Scottish Parliament.
Alien.
And this is most
Scottish
unusual.
Parliament, that's
And Gold Battles,
really going through.
Sylvia.
Well, at least that first guy is an alien because he farted, but still. How do you hang up human skin? Oh, just like a, not even like a process, like a,
No chance. I've seen.
Who's gonna die?
for this character, it's like, oh, well, clearly it must be the main character. It's like, I get that those would exist, but I hate all characters like that.
I just.
Okay, so that's a different guy from the general.
Inform control
That's
I have one or
interesting.
two things that still need.
So there were 4 of them in the last episode. I didn't even realize that. He's dead, isn't he?
That's the device around their necks. Compression field
Ew.
literally shrinks them down a bit. That's why there's all that gas. It's a big exchange.
Wish I had a compression field. I could fit so small.
Excuse me, people
Girl.
are dead. This is
Now, girl, you don't need to go down a size.
You're not famous.
Figure is perfect.
Hard doing things. Can we just launch a nuclear bomb at him?
You're a very violent young woman.
I'm serious. We could.
Well, there's nothing like that.
So they keep mentioning the hunt.
Oh,
They're
yes,
kind
I'm
of,
trying.
maybe
Well,
they're
I've
like the
got prostate
Hirogen
if you
from
don't
Voyager.
mind. Is she safe?
She's
Will
not.
she always be safe? Can you promise me that?
Can't. He can't promise.
Narrows it down.
A spaceship in the Thames, you said slipstream engine?
Narrows it down.
That's interesting that he can just
Hey,
think of
that's a
5,000
ritual.
species.
Narrows it down.
Wait a minute.
Here's Slithing.
Got it, Kelsey. Living.
Can this thing really not get through there?
Acetic acid. Vinegar.
Just like Hannibal.
Just like Hannibal. Mickey, have you got any vinegar?
Oh, sure, no.
Durkins!
Gherkins.
Yeah, pickle that.
Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'd throw up. Oh, just don't. Just throw up.
Hannibal.
Hannibal crossed the Alps by dissolving boulders with vinegar.
Well, there you go then.
Cheers. What, does the doctor not like wine or whatever that drink is? It's interesting how sometimes they're intimidating and sometimes they're not.
Nations of the world baffle the alien probes.
What is their plan? I'm still confused.
Reduce the earth to molten slag, then sell it. Piece
Okay.
by piece.
They just want to sell the
Radioactive
Earth.
chunks, capable of powering every cut price star
I don't know
line on budget
if would the
car
United
ship.
Nations do that
There's a
though.
recession out there. Doctor.
Give them the access
People are
codes.
buying it cheap. This rock becomes raw fuel.
At the cost of.
Because have they been
5 billion
sending
lives.
information to the United Nations?
And I give you a choice.
Yesterday saw the start of a brave new world.
By the way, you guys told me that this is actually
Today
a
might
real
see
news
it end.
reporter. That's cool.
The streets are deserted. Everyone's home, just waiting.
This kind of reminds me
As the
of
future is decided in
when
New
Edward R.
York.
Murrow, like, was in the middle of the
Night here in
London
New York.
Blitzkrieg.
The United
I
Nations
studied
has
that for a
gathered.
class, so.
England has provided
And he
them
was,
with
like,
absolute
reporting.
proof that the massive weapons of destruction do exist. The Security Council
Okay,
will be
so
making a resolution in a matter of
So they do
minutes.
have
And
proof.
once the codes are
So they have to stop the codes from reaching the Slovene. It'd be funny if they were just gonna sell the planet to Frieza. Anyway,
What are you waiting for?
it's interesting he didn't have like a thing to phone the TARDIS to,
Save the world but lose you.
to come here. She can't die in the 5th episode. Come on. Yeah,
It's mine.
I was about to
Who
say
the
they're
hell
gonna
are you?
they're gonna lose her
Harriet
instead.
Jones, MP for...
Technically, she's the prime minister. But wait, how can you take the call without?
We don't.
So, why is there always a blue light? I don't get that. Because they're not emitting a blue light, so
What are you doing?
it's just a cool effect, I guess.
into the Royal Navy. We're in. Here it is.
Oh,
HMS Torian.
I was wondering what's like on him. He's still got alien guts on him. So does she. They haven't taken a shower or anything.
We don't have the defense codes.
We don't need it. All we need is an ordinary missile.
He has a... Oh, because he was hunting the Doctor, so he drew the TARDIS. That's cool.
That's the one. Select.
That's clever. I'm gonna be glad when we get rid of Mickey and the Mother. Mickey's gotten a little bit better, but the Mother, I'm kind of done with. Even though I totally get why she would be concerned. Okay, so he's gonna blow up basically Downing Street, I guess.
I'm young.
So many of them. I wonder if they just like
Stop them intercepting it.
copied each like costume, or if they just have all those costumes. I imagine they only have 3 real costumes, because they've only shown 3 on screen at the same time. So this is the thing, is that this place is gonna blow up, but the Doctor could probably survive it. So they're really gonna try to survive in there. How on earth could they? Whoa. Okay, maybe they can't survive that. Just something about a closet or something. Yeesh. Well, I guess that place stayed afloat, but still. Huh. Oh, was it just that room was able to survive? Oh, and they got into a smaller room so that they couldn't, like, spin around.
MP Flydale, we haven't even got a Prime Minister.
He recognizes her because she becomes the Prime Minister.
I'm only a backbencher. God bless the human race.
That is, like, the most uplifting end we've had so far.
He should be given knighthoods.
It's not the way he does things.
Knighthoods.
Most of us, he just...
For all I know, he eats grass and safety pins and things.
That's like
They
my
have
dog.
shepherd's pie.
Fires
So he has a phone, but he can't get a, like, a cordless phone?
I could fly the TARDIS. Your choice.
Kind of a dick thing to do, but... Man, they had to ruin the happy ending. Oh well.
Graffiti that again and I'll have you. Now, beat it.
That's funny. Just paint it blue.
By the time I get back, yeah? 10 seconds would have passed. Just 10 seconds.
That's only if the Doctor can
Just
get
stop
the
worrying.
time
See you in 10 seconds time.
destination right. Jeez, I can't even talk. Trapped up in this emotional scene, I can't talk. Alright. Well, like, it's like a bittersweet moment, I guess. Because she's leaving now. Was he just gonna wait there? Alrighty. 1 second, I'm gonna turn off my PC recording. Okay, so that was episode 5 of Doctor Who, World War III. Really great episode. Really good, solid continuation to the last episode, I'd say. Yeah, I don't really know. Alright, so next episode, I'm going to start writing notes again, because I kind of realized this last episode, but I kind of need to write notes so I have enough to talk about after each episode. But, so, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what else I can say from the last episode, which I know is not great because I didn't say much at the end of the last episode. But, yeah, really good, really solid. I still kind of question, like, the UN's decision. Honestly, because, you know, they go through this whole thing where they're trying to get all the alien experts together, kill them, and then, you know, frame aliens, basically, so that they can get the nuclear codes. But have they been telling any of this to the United Nations? Like, that's the thing. Like, we really didn't see them contact any other nations, not America, not France, nothing, none of that. So that's the only thing I question, like, when they say, alright, well, we call on the UN to give us the codes and stuff. It's like, would they do that? Have you given them enough information to go on? But apparently they did. Honestly, it's not really a big issue because you can just kind of explain it away as like, well, that's just what they needed for the plot, so that's why it's happening. Which is totally fine. But, yeah. The aliens, I don't understand the blue light. I don't understand why every time they come out, there's a blue light, because the aliens themselves don't emit a blue light. So, yeah. I really like, is sort of, I really like it when they just kind of sit down, or maybe not even sit down, but they're all together. We got some experts here, and maybe, so, like, it was basically that scene where, the Doctor, Rose, and, the other woman whose name I can't remember, they're in the room, and they're trying to come up with a plan. They're trying to figure everything out. They're trying to figure out who the Slitheen are, where they're from, and how to beat them. It's like, I really love that when you just have, our main characters and some other, maybe another person, a guest character, we're all just kind of standing around, we're trying to figure things out. Okay, so what's this, and this, okay. So the Slitheen, they're green, they fart, stuff like that. And so that's really interesting. And I love the nod to Hannibal Barca, because they dissolved, rocks with vinegar. Apparently, I've never heard that. So that's actually interesting. Something a history guy like me doesn't know. That's why that's kind of one of the reasons I love this show. It was actually funny. I think it was on like the first episode. A lot of you guys were like, "I hope you really love this show. You're gonna really love it." And then by episode 3, I was like, I love this friggin' show. This is amazing. And yeah, sure enough, episode 5, I am still hooked. I still love it. And yeah, so that was cool, getting the 3 of them kind of working together. Anything else I could really say? I kind of mentioned this, the whole protocol debate, I suppose, when the one soldier is like, hey, under protocol, we need to take you out of here because, the aliens and stuff, and the prime minister, the acting prime minister, I guess, was like, look, you haven't read the emergency protocols, so I need to stay here. It's like, I guess I understand that, but at the same time, if I was a soldier, I don't know if I would, stop right there, just kind of end that conversation. I might be like, oh yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. If you're in a crisis, and obviously they didn't know that the Prime Minister was an alien, but it's like, I would think you would kind of need to quote the exact protocol to a soldier. You can't just say, oh, it's protocol and stuff. It's like, and I get that, but I don't know. For some reason, I don't think that a soldier would be able to just willingly accept that that's in the protocol. Like, why wouldn't the soldier know the protocol? Or, well, I mean, I guess that's only for the higher-ups, but still. I don't know, you might need to quote, if you had read the emergency protocol, you would know that protocol number 5, blah, 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 I stay here now. If you quoted the protocol, I would understand a soldier being like that, but I don't know. It's poor soldiers. Yeah, I like that moment at the beginning when the doctor got the soldiers back into the room, and the Prime Minister and the General had their skin on, and they were like, this man right here, he killed everyone. And the Doctor was like, I think you'll find that the Prime Minister is an alien. And there's just a pause, and he kind of looks over to one of the soldiers like, it's not going to work, is it? And the soldier's like, no, it won't. Right then. And he just runs away. It's like, that was funny. I like that they didn't really drag that out or anything. It was just a nice, quick joke. Yeah, I also like just sort of I guess we have 2 endings. We have a happy ending and we have a bittersweet ending. And I really like the happy ending where it's like, oh, this person who was concerned about, I don't even know what she was concerned about in the first or last episode, is like, oh, this person who was just trying to bring up something unimportant to the Prime Minister. It's like, well, she's actually going to become the Prime Minister because of this crisis. Which is interesting, because the Doctor said he didn't know that the aliens were going to crash land. He didn't know that. So, it's interesting that he knows that the woman will become the Prime Minister for 3 successful terms, but he doesn't know why, which would link him back. But maybe the Doctor doesn't know history that he's actually involved in. If he hasn't been involved in it yet, to him, maybe he doesn't know that that's going to happen. That would be interesting, but I don't know. Yeah, and then we got, obviously, the bittersweet ending, which I totally get, like, because at first it was kind of sad, but at the same time, it's like, I get why the Doctor is kind of doing this, and he's not exactly the nicest guy, honestly. You know, he's kind of a dick when it comes to, like, the family and stuff like that, but he had his moments at the end, so, yeah. And hopefully, oh, jeez, freaking hair on my glasses. Thing. So hopefully, hopefully we kind of get away from London for a little bit, go back in time, do something else, or maybe go back into space and do something else. Although I would kind of like to get away from aliens for a little bit. Like if we could go back in time, that'd be great. But whatever, wherever the show goes, I'm gonna love it anyway. So, but yeah, I kind of want to get away from the mother. She's kind of a drag. Honestly, just because she's a mother, like, you know, she's the mother of the main character, and she is rightfully concerned about everything, but it's just a little bit annoying. And then Mickey got better, but he's still he was a little annoying when he was just saying that the Doctor was bad and stuff. But yeah. So, yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it. Yeah, really great episode. Can't wait to watch the next one. I hate that I have to wait a week pretty much to watch the next one. But, yeah. That is basically it. So, with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next week for episode 6. See you then. Hey guys, if you like this video, then you should check out some of my other videos. Right here are all my reactions to Doctor Who. Right here is a Let's Play of the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, and I'm not even sure what this one is, but you should probably check it out too. And here you can subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.